Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back. I'm not doing another movie review today, but wondering it's been really hot out today, so this has been really just sweating a lot. But anyway, I'm doing another since now today July 1st, we're now halfway through the year now. I'm going to do another box office bomb update. You're probably just hearing probably the same thing I said in my previous review, but including some new other ones though, because I'm gonna do this. Will be the last one I'll be doing until the end of this year, so that way I can do a full update on newer other films from the last 6 months. That way I can view I already doing what happens for the past 6 months, and then by the end of the year I will do a full update on whether, including the ones have bombed for the rest of this year. So here's what I have. So here's what for you. Like I said, you probably hear in the rest of the I said in the previous videos, but I'm just gonna say it again. Then I'll do this until the next video I'll do until the end of this year. So, all right. So the first film, like I said, I probably said this before. I did a video where I predicted what films are gonna bomb this year, and most of them I've been correct. And there's been a few that I said that did not flop, so that surprised me. So the first one that bombed this year, The Legend of Hercules, cost $70 million, and overall made like $18 million in the U.S. and overall it made $61 million worldwide. Especially it was directed by Renny Harlin, director of Die Hard 2, Cliffhanger. So that's the first one. The next one was I, Frankenstein. I and Frankenstein did horribly in the U.S. Made $19 million on a budget of $65 million, but made worldwide $71 million. But still, I consider it a flop because it did poorly in the U.S. Next film, Labor Day. Labor Day cost $18 million, just fell short, making $14 million worldwide. Next one, Vampire Academy. Vampire Academy cost. Now I just found that it just like a while back. It just cost recently cost around $30 million. It made worldwide. It made half of that, $15 million worldwide and $7 million in the U.S. Then the next one, which I hoped would bomb, but it did in the U.S., which I'm glad about. But with the help of overseas though, but I'm still considered as a flop because the RoboCop remake. RoboCop cost like $130 million. It made $50 million in the U.S., but with the help of overseas, made $242 million worldwide. But I could still consider it as a flop because it didn't do well in the U.S. Because I always wanted this film to be bombing, and because, like I said, I'm a big fan of the original film. That film kicks more ass than this remake. This film is just like a typical generic film, that's just not new and original. So I consider RoboCop 2014 a bomb to me, especially how much it made in the U.S. So next one, Winter's Tale, cost $60 million. It made made $12 million in the U.S. Then overall made $30 million. Never saw Winter's Tale, but didn't look as good to me. So that film will start Colin Farrell and Russell Crowe. Then the next one, another film I predicted that was gonna bomb, Pompeii. Pompeii, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. Director of I wish he can direct the good films like he did in the '90s, like Mortal Kombat, Event Horizon, and Soldier. But he directed the first. But then he directed the first Resident Evil film, and he directed like 4 and 5. I'm not a fan of the Resident Evil franchise. Well, he also did Three Musketeers, and that sucked as well. But he made this film. It cost $100 million, and overall made 94 million. Fell short, but still, but it did poorly in the U.S. Also 23 million in the U.S. Next film, Veronica Mars. That's based on the TV show starring Kirsten Bell, who was still the star from the TV show. And this had a very small budget of $6 million, but still, it only made overall. It didn't make any money overseas, but only in the U.S. It only made only $3 million. That's like a small budget flop there. But still, $3 million on a $6 million budget. Then the next one, this one would totally sucked, and I'm disappointed. This is a film. This is Sabotage, 2014, and that was new from the start. Arnold Schwarzenegger, all the films he's been doing has been total busts, Even though I like The Last Stand, I really did enjoy The Last Stand. But then Escape Plan with him and Stallone finally together, no. It didn't work. Yes, it made a little money overseas for Escape Plan, but it still didn't do well in the U.S. They had a good chance of doing a good Arnold and Stallone film. They blew it. And then this film, which was originally going to be called 10, but they called it Sabotage. This film I saw this, and this film totally sucked. I also would put this on my worst list of 2014. Made $35 million budget. Overall, made $14 million. And this film deserved to bomb because the film totally sucked. Then the next one, this one I was surprised with. Oh, excuse me, hold on. Sorry about that, a sneeze. This one I didn't expect this film to be a bomb, but I predicted it was going to bomb, but I didn't know it was going to do that well. Transcendence with Johnny Depp. $100 million budget. Another big expensive flop. It made $23 million in the U.S. and it made $90 million all worldwide. Especially with supporting cast members like Morgan Freeman, Paul Bettany, and Cillian Murphy, and Rebecca Hall. Still, the film didn't do well. Which I knew it was going to bomb, but I didn't know it was going to do that poorly. Then the next one, an expensive animated film that was a total big flop. Legends of Oz, Dorothy's Return. I didn't see it though. I was never was not interested in it. Especially had an all-star cast, like Jim Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Martin Short, But still, the film did very poorly. Debuted at number 8 on budget of $70 million and it only made a mediocre $8 million. And now the next one, which this is a film that I really was looking forward to, since last year, and I saw it and I really did enjoy it. And I'm sad this film is bombing in the U.S. Even though it's making a lot of money overseas, but still, this one's another tremendous flop in the U.S. Edge of Tomorrow, starring Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt, Bill Paxton, and Brendan Gleeson. I was really looking forward to this film since last year, when I saw it and I really did enjoy it. But this one had a cost this one had a big budget to it. It had a budget of $170 million, and it bombed here in the U.S. with as of right now, $84 million. I know it's gonna make more. I know it's still making more. I'm still making money still, but this is like as of right now it's making right now. So I'm saying that as of right now it's making $84 million in the U.S. And I don't know. We'll say. Once again, another good film bombs. Yes, and no, even though Total Worldwide is making $318 million, but still, yeah, I know. If it didn't have the support of films overseas, it would still would done poorly. As $84 million in the U.S. on a budget of $178 million. Yeah, this is like those other films that made a lot of money in the overseas, even though this film's The Golden Compass and Waterworld. Waterworld had a budget of pretty much like $175 million. It made $88 million in the U.S., but even though it had some help overseas, making it 200 something million. Or The Golden Compass made 70 million in the U.S. and on a budget of 180 million, but overall made 372 million. But that's still considered a big flop in the U.S. So that's what I'm getting at. This film, I'm really, once again, another good film that I enjoyed. That does have the budget to it, but still it doesn't make the money in the U.S. I'll never understand it. Edge of Tomorrow. I really do enjoy. Tom Cruise did a good job. Emily Blunt, So yeah. So that's it for now. Well, I'm gonna save I'm gonna do this video until the end of this year. So you're not gonna see another box office bomb update until the end of this year, until I get until the starting from July and all the way to the end of December. We'll see what other films will bomb, and then will bomb, and then I will do a full box office bomb review, including the ones I just said for the half of this year, including the new ones that I'll see which will bomb. But like I said, there was other films that surprisingly that did remarkably well. That films that I predicted that were going to flop, but it didn't. Like Divergent, I thought it was going to flop, but it didn't. It was a box office success. Maleficent, I thought it was going to bomb, but it didn't. That film is still making money. It's now the highest grossing live action film that Angelina Jolie starred in, and biggest opening weekend for Angelina Jolie. I don't think there was other. I don't think there was other ones I thought were gonna bomb that still making money. Oh, so yeah, that's my another update, a box office bomb update. So I'll do the next video until the end of this year. So that way more movies can further down this year they'll bomb, and I'll do a full review of it. So thanks for watching. Since hopefully you'll see this next video update of this subject till the end of this year. So thanks for watching. Take care, and stay tuned for the next movie review. Later.